Okay, hopefully this is on. Morning, everybody. I guess I can have a look here. Yeah, or whatever time of day it is for you. Pew pew. I'm feeling better today than my previous mornings for whatever reason. I've been doing a bit of meditation each morning. Oh, I sort of decided that maybe I should do a bit of an introduction every time I start a, a live stream. Kind of been meaning to do that for ages. So, uh, if you've never been on the stream before, hi and welcome. My name's Jody. Uh, I'm I live in Melbourne in Australia, and I am putting my best efforts towards making art my sort of like full-time job, working from home. So I'm fairly newly set out on that path. Like I've been drawing my whole life, but I've always been a little bit maybe intimidated to really make a proper go of it professionally. So I'm committing myself to doing digital art and traditional art and live streaming, making videos, basically just sort of doing a whole bunch of different things just to try to see what works best and yeah, hopefully find a place that I fit and a way that I can do this forever. Hopefully, that would be great. Okay. Also, I guess briefly I'll say that my username, Sleepy Voodle, this Sleepy Voodle, lots of people ask me what that is. I've got to come up with a more concise introduction. This is my first attempt. Voodle is just short for cavoodle, which is what my dog is, Gigi, my best buddy. So she sleeps right nearby whenever I'm doing my drawing and illustrating and painting, whatever. And yeah, just because she's my best bud, so that's why Sleepy Voodle. All right, well let's get started. It's beautiful weather. Maybe that's helping my mood. For anyone that has no idea what I'm talking about, my girlfriend's away right now, and I'm one of those people that don't do so well with that. And the past several days have been a real struggle. But I don't know. I'm feeling a bit more like optimistic today. I don't know if it's because a friend of mine is coming to visit today, like an art buddy of mine, or just because the weather's so nice. I don't know if maybe the meditation's been helping. Whatever it is, or maybe it's just getting closer to when I'm gonna hear from my girlfriend again. Because we've been completely out of contact. She's gone somewhere extremely rural, so no sort of phone reception or anything like that. So we've been completely out of contact for almost a week, which is really difficult for me. Especially because I'm home by myself. I mean, I've got Gigi, my my cavoodle, and I'm minding another dog at the moment, actually. But yeah, I lost my train of thought, y'all. Um, yes, I think I was just saying it's been very very difficult, very. I'm just on this like everyday battle to hold my mood up. Try to sort of feel okay. Um, it's been really rotten at times. But then I have had sort of some moments of feeling okay and managing to convince myself that everything's fine, which it probably is. you know, I just have, uh, I just can get pretty anxious at times, and there's a whole lot else to it, which if you're at all curious, I talked about it a little bit in my last couple of live streams. So if you want to hear more about it, you can go listen to me ramble on in my last live stream or two. But I don't want to. I kind of don't want to continue thinking about it and dwelling on it too much. Because I am finally feeling more optimistic. It's given me lots of time to think and about all sorts of different things and do a lot of processing. And as much as I really hated the difficult moments, I think I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I maybe actually it wasn't such a bad thing. Oh, those are words I honestly didn't think I would ever say about what what I've been experiencing the past week or so. Yeah, when you're something that you consider to be kind of like really sucky. Aaron! Oh my god, hey. Hey, how you doing? Surprise, big surprise. Hello. You just burst in. Good entrance. How you? How you do? I was just rambling away to myself, as I as I tend to do, until someone rocks up. Candace is away on a trip, and it's been seriously, seriously crap. Hello! Hello, friend. Hello. But I'm feeling better today, so. How's everything with you? Tell me what's been going on. I've been trying to meet some Japanese people. Oh, well, you've said it, so I guess I can, I guess I can say it. Get into your house. I should, hey? Let's see, Nick's here today. I've got someone dropping by tomorrow afternoon, but I've got nothing Friday and nothing Saturday. Oh, hooray! Yeah, I heard that tends to be the case when you've got, when you are with child. Um, Very no thank you. I haven't puked in like 20 years and I have no intention of starting now. I hate it so much. It's one of my most hated bodily functions, if you can call it that. It's not even a bodily function. It's like I don't know what to call it. An unfortunate thing that our body can do. I hate it. I hate it. Give me, actually, I'm not going to say that. I was going to say, give me anything to do with, like, having to run to the bathroom. That's fine, but I don't want to puke. Not to puke. Yeah, I bet. I bet. I bet it is. Um, I feel like, I made my choice that I don't think that I ever want to be pregnant or have children, and here I am, not pregnant and with no children, and I feel pretty good about it. Um, it's a shame it's sucking though, 'cause Friday. Okay, Friday. I'll come around Friday. What time is good? 'Cause I don't know, are you still working even though you're kind of pregnant and ill? Feeling crappy from being pregnant? Pregnant. Pregnant. So, let me know what time and I'll be there. That sounds like a good idea. I can bring some paints maybe. we can do a bit of painting potentially. Maybe, maybe, maybe. All right, I'm gonna have to add some. Start naming these because I'm gonna get confused. Otherwise. Ugh. Yeah. Well. Oh, Saturday. Okay. Yeah, I mean, either day is fine. I'm pretty sure I have. Oh, okay, cool. Pretty sure I have nothing both days. I got nothing on my calendar, and to me, that means I have nothing. 6 p.m. Okay. Right late in the day. Okay, that's cool. I'll already probably have had dinner and everything. But you're cooking. Haha, no worries. Yeah, don't be doing like burning stuff or making fires or anything. That's all good. I'm just gonna keep rambling away about whatever is in my head. Art, yes. Oh, no, 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 no. If you you'll have to attempt to give me a heads up if you are gonna puke while I'm there, because I will have to sort of vacate the room because I'm really sensitive to other people puking, and as I said, I'm not gonna do it. So I'll have to just sort of like run away while you puke and then come back because I'm weak. Weak, 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 weak. You set your... Oh man, yeah, don't do that again. I mean, at your own house. Sounds good. It all sounds like a plan. 6 p.m. on Saturday. 6 p.m. on Saturday. I will add it to my calendar properly. So if it's not on there, it may as well not exist to me. Doesn't matter what it is. I will forget. My brain is mighty fuzzy these days. I'm not even that old. My brain shouldn't be that fuzzy. But it is. If I don't see it, it may as well not be there. Same goes for things in my house. That's why stuff is everywhere. Because if I can't see it, I don't know that I've got it. Yeah. What's with that? I don't like it. I really don't like it. It's very annoying. Yeah, the calendar. Yeah. For events, I have to use the calendar. For stuff that I need to get, well, yeah. That's why my house is so... Stuff's everywhere. I can't put things into cupboards. Like, yeah, my psychologist thinks that I have like ADD, probably. I test extremely high on, well, no surprise to any of us being neurodivergent. I can speak. No, I can't. Neurodivergent. There we go. I got it out. And I don't really have the hyperactive things most of the time, so I don't test highly in those. But everything else, very high, very high. And while I've spent a lot of my time hiding in places, just avoiding the world and drawing, as soon as I try to do anything, even the course that I did, I don't neurospicy. Yeah, yeah, it's neuro twisty, that's for sure. Anytime I try to do anything that involved doing anything, I kind of can't do it. So I ran out of sessions with my psychologist though, which is really terrible. I really could have used them this past week. I was even like sulking about it on one of my previous streams. Because I was going through some rough stuff with Dito being away. um, yes. But the other stuff, I don't seem to be able to function properly, and I don't really know what to do about it. I need to talk to my psychologist more about it, but I've run out of sessions. We were just sort of starting to get into the process of like investigating that sort of stuff. Cause yes, very I got really high results for um not being autistic but having certain autistic traits and also potentially issues with ADD and or I don't know, we were just early on in it. Uh, so I don't know. I don't know. All I know to do is draw. That's all I can do. Oh, so I'm not bad at making food, but you could see your brain doctor for free. I know. Oh man. That would be a fantastic thing to be able to pull off. Just, yes, I am Erin. Yes. Free treatment. I I get, yes, thank you. I don't know why this doesn't want to fill right. Fill in correctly. Boop 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 boop. I didn't even talk about what I'm doing. It's I'm just I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a water hole. That's what I'm drawing. It's going to be a water hole. Oh. Yeah. Would he do that? I kind of technically, as it is, sort of like kind of really don't have a dad almost anyway. So, I mean, technically, on a technicality, I do, but you know, kind of not really at the same time. So, yeah. On a technicality, everyone's got a dad, I guess. But I don't know where he is or what he's doing. I've kind of given up on him a little bit, to be honest. You know, haven't seen him since, I don't know, I think it's been a year? Maybe more? Yeah. I do not like that color. Better. Better. Yeah, he that's like a maybe the best way I've ever heard it described. You're right. He is like a concept. Didn't didn't hear from him at Christmas, didn't hear from him at New Year's, didn't hear from him on my birthday, nothing. So I'm just like, well, I think you're kind of not interested. So, okay. I've just given up. What are you gonna do? I tell you what I do. I cling to one person in a savage and unhealthy way, and then when they go, I freak out. That's what's happened to me recently. Yeah. Well, he's got his own problems. I just wish he would work through them a bit better and, you know, sort of maybe be a bit more present with the children he created. Yeah, yeah. Tis what it is, I guess. I'm really not sure what colors I want to do for this. I kind of want them to be more bright. I think I need a thingy, a reference to get my colors from, because I'm not very good at picking colors. Let's find. I want pew pew pew, but I want a very specific kind of swimming hole. Let's see if we can find. I have no idea. Pretty good question. This is kind of the color scheme I'm wanting to. I need to research. That's a funny question for Google. Like, can my dad legally adopt my 37-year-old friend? Bu -bu -bu -bu. Swim hole dash riff. I just mostly need colors because I feel like the colors I'm picking are not the colors I want. Let's see what else you can find. Oh, this one's pretty good. Man, I wish we had nice places to go swimming right close by. Maybe I need to live somewhere more tropical or something. This one's got good colors. This one. Ref 2. Because swimming is one of my favorite things. I just don't really have anywhere to go. I don't like swimming in chlorine, so this is actually really close to what I'm imagining. This is the best I found so far. Maybe the most accurate. That other one doesn't want to load in right. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, this is almost what I'm drawing. Like, even has the foreground with the yellowy grass going on. Web images. Curse on humanity. Still too cold. Oh, it's not too cold for me. I am well insulated. I will swim no matter what. Actually, I was thinking of going to the beach tomorrow. Or maybe Friday. But I'm taking care of Jason at the moment. So that's like extra handful. Wait, can I... Yes, I can copy from here. Can I paste? Let's see. Edit. I might... No, I can't. Okay. Fine. Candace went for a hike out in like the Northern Territory. It's called like the Jatbulla Trail. It's no offense if anyone's done it, but you know, to me it seems like a bit of an entitled white person kind of holiday where you basically just go trudging through it's probably, you know, Indigenous Australian areas, and you see all these really nice waterfalls and swimming holes and stuff. But the thing is, the thing with the hike is it's like 6 days, and you have to carry everything you need with you. So all of your cooking equipment, sleeping gear, all your food, which has to be like, you know, pretty much mostly dehydrated kind of things. And then the hiking. Yes, I remember what that means. B stop. The hiking is like various lengths each day. And then, so you're basically just hiking between camping spots, and each camping spot is at like a waterhole sort of thing. And the trek lengths between stops kind of vary. I think the shortest one was something like 7 or 8 or 9 kilometers, and then the longest one was like 17 kilometers in a day. So I actually could have gone because Candace's sister got like 4 tickets. But it's not really. It would have just. I think it would have been too much for me. You know, like I don't do well in the heat. I think I would have been really grumpy. Yeah, that's the thing. There's like taipans, and I think there's even. Actually, I don't know if they're in that area. There is feral water buffalo, which can be quite dangerous. But I don't know if they're actually in that area. But yeah, there's definitely, very venomous snakes and, all sorts of other dangers. And it is in the absolute middle of nowhere. I mean, I can't even talk to her for the week that she's doing the trek because there's no reception where she is. So if something happens, I wouldn't even know. Oof, that's a color. Yeah. So it's just been absolutely doing my brain in, thinking about it. Yeah, this is more the color scheme. Absolutely doing my head in thinking about it because, yeah, I don't know what's going on and I don't cope well with being separated at the best of times. I can do a day or two, but she's away for like 10-ish days in total, and 6 of that I have absolutely no contact with her because of the lack of reception. So crocodiles, yes, exactly, yes. I think there's in the area they're going, it's mostly freshwater crocodiles. Um, and there was actually an incident only a couple of months ago. I don't think it was on the Jatbulla Trail specifically, but it was another. If it wasn't that one, it was another. Same. One of those treks through the Northern Territory where someone was swimming in one of the water holes because that's what you do. Um, and yeah, they were bitten by a freshwater crocodile. So it does absolutely happen. Can absolutely happen. Um, Probably nothing will. I don't think it's necessarily very common that happens, but I feel like the odds are probably kind of low. But yeah, at the same time, it's a risk. Is it a risk I would personally really want to take? Not so much. I don't fancy being bit by a giant lizard. Hey, now I've got the colours that I was thinking about. The magic of stealing colours from real life. Hooray! Yeah. I think they were with the incident with the person that was bitten, they just had to like airlift them out of there. Oh my goodness. I can't have my front door open because these. Digit! Come here. No! No! I'm trying not to leave my seat and smack her on the butt at the same time. No! I'm sure everything's probably fine. But when your brain is all kind of like paranoid, my brain's kind of paranoid. You think all sorts of crazy bad stuff and I got myself really sad a few times. I've just been struggling my way through it. Dinosaurs, yeah. He was bitten by a dinosaur. It's actually kind of an honor, but still, I wouldn't really want that to happen to me. That's passu. Hey, are you still doing your Japanese lessons? I'm like determined to meet a Japanese person living in Melbourne and just befriend them and learn their language. Take all the language skills. Better. Okay. So I got this app. Oopsies. I got this app to, basically for people that are wanting to do language exchange. So I'm trying that, but... Oh, your very last session ever, so you have to stop for now. Aww. That's sucky. Help me meet one. I could find you one. Oh yeah, what's the Facebook group called? I'll look it up. For now, yeah. That's fair. Gotta do what you gotta do. I got more colors I've gotta fit in here. Okay, let's just extend this down a bit, maybe. Whoop. Baby needs money. Melbourne language exchange. I'm still extremely shy about speaking Japanese. So huzzah! Definitely don't need that, but I'll look it up so at least I've got Melbourne language exchange. Melbourne language exchange. 10,000 members apparently. Whoop. Let's have a look. So this is this Japanese specific or is it just... Oh no, it looks like lots of different languages. That's cool. I'll suss it out. Yeah, he's super chill. Super chill about the fact that you're having baby. I'd want him to be chill with it. He helped. Oh, Gigi, you're gonna get yourself in so much trouble if I can be bothered getting up out of this chair. Cool, cool. I'll have a look into it. Man, that's some good colors. Oh. Yukio is super chill as a dude, not Tetsuo. Yeah, I thought that was it. Oh. Yeah, I kind of thought, I was like, Tetsuo is not super chill, but I'll let you have it. Well, I mean, from everything you've told me anyway. Is he cool with... How's he feeling about being a father and all? Is he happy about it? Also, I'm like mega curious to know the gender of the baby. Are you gonna find out, or are you just gonna like leave it to be a secret baby gender? Oh, that's good. Maybe it'll like sort of suit him well or something. Like maybe being, because like, you know, becoming a dad is good for some people. Hopefully it'll be good for Tetsuo and he'll just be like the best dad. steal your steal your teeth. Heh. Oh yeah, that's a given. I hadn't thought about it, but oh yeah, as soon as that kid comes out of you, he's gonna put a tennis racket in its slimy little hand and be like, Gambaro. You know, its first gift is probably gonna be like tennis ball or something. Packet of tennis balls. Olympian. I mean, it's worth a shot. Mm, it could happen. Pregnant women lose teeth? What? What? I know nothing of this. Since when? What? Man, they don't teach us enough in school. I never learned a damn thing about pregnancy causing loss of teeth. I'm just I'm just gonna say I never heard nothing about that. Flamey orange grass. Kind of I kinda like it being that orange, but maybe I kind of like it yellow too. Yellow green? Is that too much? That looks okay. You only just found that out. That is that is a thing that someone should tell you. I've never heard of that. You lose teeth when you have Babby? Babby cost teeth? A tooth for every Babby? What the stuff? Dude, that's bizarre. That's bizarre and unknown to me. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, I've also given up on my teeth, so I mean, I kind of almost wouldn't care, but I'm hoping to, by some miracle, somehow, one day, get like my teeth sort of like replaced, like proper implant style things. But I wouldn't do it here in Australia because it would cost probably literally as much as a house. Just go get it done overseas somewhere where dentists are better and affordable. Okay. If this is going to be an interesting thing to pull off, I tell you now. I can tell you now. I don't know. I'm just going to keep making it up as I go. That's my plan. That's my plan. I'm sticking to it. Dentist in 7 years. I haven't been to a dentist in probably possibly even longer than that. And one of my teeth is like crazy broken. Um, and yep. uh, it's really, 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 really broken. My tooth is a cave now. So, yep. I'm just ignoring it. I'm like, I can't afford dentists in Australia. So, this is just, I'm just gonna have to ignore my teeth until somehow I save up enough money to go to go get these like teeth implant thingies, like just a full set. They're not even real teeth anymore. They're like invincible. It's like a body mod or something. That's what I'm gonna do. That's my grand plan right now. It's probably gonna cost somewhere in the regions of like $40,000 or something. Which that's, you know, when you're looking at teeth, that's just in Australia it would probably cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. Anyway, that's that's my grandmaster plan now because yeah, I've just given up on teeth. It's like I can't afford them. I can't afford to deal with them. And dentists in Australia are kind of crappy anyway, to be honest. I feel like everything I've ever had done at a dentist is, I feel now in hindsight, has almost made things worse a lot of the time. So, I mean, even where my tooth is completely broken and turned into a cave, that's where I had like dental work done. Not even that, you know, it was like the most recent dental work I had done, which was ages ago. It was like friggin', I don't know, 10 years ago or something. I don't know. Maybe it would have been worse if I'd never gone to the dentist, but now I'll never know. And my other tooth at the front, which is like kind of hollowing out, that only started to happen after I went to a dentist as well, a super long time ago. So I don't know if they help or hinder in the end. I'm just not sure. In any case, I I can't afford dentist now. Um, Let me have a look at this again. Got different patches of different color, yada yada yada, and some random greenery. I'm gonna figure out what my shadow is gonna be, and I'm gonna put that in right about now. I should have done the foreground on a different layer. Urgh. Oh well. Damn me for not breaking this up into more pieces. Okay, shadow. Doesn't really matter where I put it, I guess. I'm just gonna make it up. Let's go something like ba-da-da-ba-da, ba-da-da-da-da. I'm using the wrong brush. Ba-da-da-ba-da. Alright. Hopefully that makes some kind of sense. Oh, this is gonna be really how to fill. Oof, my neighbors are screaming again. What a surprise. They pretty much never stop screaming. Okay, I think I've thought of the best way to do this. Whoop. There we go. Genius. And now all I have to do is get rid of that. Maybe I'll leave the shadow over the top of the outlines there. It looks it looks nice, but maybe it doesn't make all that much sense. Da da da. Mhm. 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 that's as good as it's gonna get. And it looks a bit funny, but it's fine. We're not worrying about it. Alright, let's maybe curve this around a little bit more. That might have to do. And then a few other bits like... I'm not sure. I'm absolutely just making this up. I had an image in my head and I'm gonna try to make it happen. Sun's coming. Which way? This way. Okay, so that one's not the right shape. Maybe like... more like this. So that app I'm trying is called like Hello Talk. And there's a function, I mean to find my, to attempt to find myself a Japanese friend to converse with. I'm gonna have to attempt to find someone that I get along with well enough and feel comfortable enough around to actually speak, try to speak, because I'm so damn shy for some reason. I guess I'm just really afraid of making mistakes, which is inevitable when you're trying to learn another language. You're gonna say stuff wrong. But I don't like it. So I think I need to be comfortable enough with the person and like get along with them well enough to, yeah, feel happy about practicing speaking and stuff. That's why progress is slow. Too scared to speak. Alright, let me have a look at this. Yeah. Let's go back down to the 10. Da da da. What are you cooking anyway? I didn't ask. You said you were cooking and I'm curious. And whenever you've got time to reply. Ba-da-da, 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 ba-da-da. I've been watching Azumanga Daioh to cheer myself up. Haven't watched it in such a long time. And now all the music is kind of stuck in my head. I hope I can pull this off. I'm also going to have characters in here swimming around. They'll only be pretty small though. I think I might get rid of... oh, maybe not. Let's see. That's one other thing that I want to reference as well while I'm doing this. Kind of having a go at, like, did I write that right? Yes, I did. Trying to, there he is, do a bit more of this kind of style. What was that? How did I end up here? How did I get here? Heh, heh. What? There we go. Better. Do. Comic. Yeah, kind of trying to get this style a bit. Oh, good, the dogs. Okay, I had to mute myself and yell like a crazy person. Oh, gonna have to happen again. Oh, having JC here is so difficult. Yeah, this one's got good colors. This is kind of probably the kind of landscape Candace is going through right now. I'm sure it's very pretty, but I'm still cranky about it. I'm still cranky about her going away. I wonder if he uses references like photos and stuff when he does his. Because his colors are very, very, very good. I love this one. Completely irrelevant, but I love it. Now, where was that one I was just looking at a second ago? Yeah, this one. Okay. Alrighty. Alright. Choo. Did that do something good? Bum, 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 bum. I think what I need to do is add some different shapes in the water. Hopefully. I'm really bad at doing random shapes. Which sounds silly, but it's true. My brain's just not that good at being random. Let's see if this works. I know what I'm trying to achieve, I just kind of don't know exactly how to do it. I guess it's kind of like the shading I was doing yesterday and the one I was working on yesterday. It's similar kind of method. And I'm kind of using random shapes rather than lines. I could use lines as well. It would probably work. I think it's looking a bit more like water now. I think it's working. No, Candace and I have been talking about going to live somewhere for a little while and more of a tropical area. And eventually doing a stint in Japan as well. But maybe a tropical area first because Gigi. Don't know if I can take Gigi to Japan or not. And I'm not leaving without her. That's for sure. Not exactly sure how I would go living. I mean, I've lived in the tropics a little bit. We did 6 months up there. definitely wouldn't be staying with other people if we went and did it again. That was the big, that was the big no-no. The thing with other people is like challenging at the best of times, but people up there were kind of loco, so we'll not be making that mistake again. Yeah, I think it depends exactly like where you go. I think if you get the location right and you've got a decent house, you know, you're not just living in some crap shack that's like crazy hot. Um, I just want the fruit and the beaches. That's what I want. Like it's a nice place to be. I don't know that I would settle like for the rest of my life there, but I wouldn't mind doing a stint, you know, for a couple of years or something. Um, to be honest, I'm not sure if living in one place even actually suits me very well. I start feeling antsy, and I kind of want to go somewhere different and do something different. So I don't know. Maybe I've got like the nomad's blood or something. I mean, I'm like 95% sure that I've got gypsy blood. Um, my grandma would say it's from my grandfather's side of the family. She always calls them gypsies. And they probably were. Let's be real. They're probably Hungarian gypsies. Port Douglas is pretty nice. We stayed there for a while when we were up in far north Queensland. It's a small place and like quite touristy. It's pretty though. You know, nice beaches. Like there's more shops. And I guess because it's like touristy, it depends on what you mean by safe. Um, yeah, there is definitely some problems out that way with I guess you would say like sort of like poverty. Um, we actually witnessed someone get it was really bad. It was like this older bloke. I think he was some sort of Asian ethnicity, I think. And this like group of kids just like out of nowhere like just ran up to him and started like punching him and kicking him and stuff. So there's problems like that. Um, I think there's a lot of troubled youths. So we went looking for the police when that happened. Um, and the police already knew of this particular group of young boys. They're already known to the police. Just white trash is what they were. Racist white trash. That happened in, where was that? I think, oof, I'm trying so hard to remember. We went so many places. I think that was on the Gold Coast. It was in a park, and I think it was in the Gold Coast. It was really intense and really scary. It's probably one of the worst, like, you know, like crimes, like the violent crime that I've probably ever witnessed. You know, face to face. Like, I was there and I saw it. It was terrible. It's horrifying. So, you know, there's problems like that. yeah, it might occur less in Port Douglas because it's, there's a little bit more like money in that area because of the tourism. But tourism brings its own problems. And it's got a bit more of a commercial feel, I suppose. We definitely encountered a few weirdos here and there as well. Once was in Mossman, and then once was on our way back home. I definitely would say we experienced a lot more drama in those 6 months up in the tropics than I probably ever did living in Melbourne. I think that's probably fair to say. And yes, snakes are no joke. Like I don't think there was a day that went by that we didn't see a snake. And like whether it was a venomous snake or poisonous snake or just like a python, they're all, there's pythons up there big enough to eat Gigi with no problem whatsoever. So that was always a concern as well. It's really not, yeah. I think if we were really seriously considering it, we'd have to live in a more sort of like suburbanish kind of a setting. Um, because living in rural areas when you've like it's just no place for dogs. It's really not. There's snakes that can eat your dog. There's lots of ticks, including the kinds that are, deadly for dogs. It's really just no environment for a dog. Um, so we'd have to live in a more like just yeah, suburban, yeah, kind of like where we live now, except it's the tropics and we can hopefully get access to more fruit and more beaches. Oh, what's a snake? Do you know? It was probably a tiger. Mind you, I've never had a problem with a tiger snake. Most of the snakes in Melbourne are pretty chill. I don't think I've seen any since I've lived in this area. I think it's maybe just too built up. I've seen foxes, believe it or not. I've had a fox in our front yard, and I saw one a few nights ago when I was walking Gigi. At first I thought it was a loose dog, and I was like, nope, nope, that's a fox. Tiger snake, yeah. I feel like they're the most common. They're also just, yeah, pretty chill dudes most of the time. Of course you wouldn't want them around a bunch of dogs like where you work, because if any of the dogs grab it, yeah, big trouble. Do you do you guys like try to move them, or what do you do? I mean, do you call someone in to kind of like relocate them, or what do you actually how do you handle snakes? Because I don't know. I'm guessing it's like just too dangerous to let it move around the kennels where all the animals are. You kill them. How do you kill them? I thought that might be the case. Yeah, it's extremely risky. You definitely couldn't let it just go through the kennel. you'd end up with a bunch of dead dogs, undoubtedly. I think I hear Gigi making some weird noise. I better just check her real quick. That's not a good place to lie, Jace. Right at the wheels of my chair. It's so unsafe. Alright. Oh, yeah, my back. Alright, I'm gonna check Gigi real quick because I think I heard her making a weird noise, and I'll be right back. She seems okay. She's just had a cough lately, and she's doing a bit of a gaggy kind of thing at the moment. I think the cough's nearly gone. Sure, why not? I got distracted and now I've moved on to a different section. I should also I have no idea what time it is. 11, okay. I gotta eat around 12-ish, and then Nick's coming around today. Thank goodness. He said he's okay. He's kind of okay with if I need to like just cling to him like a baby marsupial because of my separation sadness. Lizzie's been here a lot too. She's still kind of down about her breakup. But she's going on a date on Sunday. Hopefully she doesn't mind me mentioning that. I hope it goes well for her. I would definitely like to see her like feeling better, you know, not being so down about that breakup. Can't blame her at all, but of course. But yeah, I just don't want her to be sort of so sad about it anymore. It's terrible seeing her like I've never seen her like that. Because I think it was it's like the first person she was ever in love with, so I guess I've never seen her heart broken, and I don't like it. So I'm glad she's getting out there and yeah, attempting to meet someone else. I'm very, very keen to know how it goes. Oh, I should tell you this. It did, it really did. Uh, and very, 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 very not happy about it. But there's not anything I can do about it either. You know, there's nothing I can do. I can just only like be there for her, which I've tried to do to the best of my ability. and she's trying to she's trying to sort of like be around and comfort me as well with my uh, separation problems. So we're both just trying to like make each other feel better. Oh, my brain's doing it. A really big concentrate right now. Yeah, so I'm really keen to see how that goes for Lizzie on Sunday. I'm super curious. Oh, and yeah, and what I needed to tell you, the the girl she's going on a date with on the weekend on oh, what the hell was that? Oh my god, Jace, you're so weird. Um, the girl she's going on a date with has celiac disease and likes doing art. I think maybe not to the same extent that I do, but she just does some like artsy craftsy bits and pieces just in her downtime, like yeah, as a hobby or whatever. So I kind of thought that was a little bit funny because same seems that the what am I trying to say? The wow, I can't think of the word for what it is that I have. Yeah, I know. Same as me. Um, uh, wow, my brain. Wow. It's not an allergy. What's it called? It's a autoimmune disorder for the love of Pete. Yeah. Autoimmune disorders seem to be extremely, extremely common nowadays. Like even the last girl she was in a relationship with um, had a bunch of stuff going on as well. It was gluten intolerance, not for celiac disease, and then I think she also had to was like low FODMAP as well. I think neurospicy. Yeah, we all neurospicy. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna make this section of the shadow like wobbly. That probably makes sense. Hip, hip, whoop. Oh, yeah, it probably makes sense to erase chunks as well. Yeah. Da 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 da. Hup. Yep. So that'll be interesting. She's the girl that she's going for the date with is also a fair bit younger than her. I can't. How many years was it? 6 years younger or something like that. She's not really. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I don't think age doesn't matter to me at all. Uh, Lizzie's like slightly concerned that you know maybe the age difference could cause trouble in terms of compatibility, but you know, I think you've just got to give it a chance anyway. I don't think age really matters. It can, but it doesn't necessarily. It's not the be all end all. No, I know, I have known and know of plenty of people with big age gaps. Even one of my good friends that I met through the TAFE course that I did not complete because of my brain. Uh, there's 20 years between him and his partner. So, yeah, it just doesn't matter. As long as you're compatible, as long as you get along, you have enough to talk about and you have enough in common and you complement each other and blah 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 blah. If the relationship works, the relationship works. It's age, yeah, not such a obviously to some extent, of course. Nobody wants to see unhealthy. You know what I'm trying to get at without saying it. Massive age gaps that don't make sense and don't work. You know, no one wants to see unhealthy situations. But in most cases, I would say it's just fine. It just doesn't matter. Especially once, like, you start getting into your 30s. Dating someone that's a bit older or a bit younger. Doesn't really matter. This might be too much. Don't know. Bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. When you know what you want to accomplish, you just don't know exactly how. I wish I could be consistent at stuff and do work on a comic. That would be really fun. I know that I couldn't though. I'd be really intense about it for like a week or two maybe, and then I'd probably be off on a completely different track. Kind of sucks being this way. Can't get anything done. Fixate for a while and then new shiny thing. Which is why I have so many art supplies. I like to acquire them. I like to look at them. And then I'm too scared to use them. Thank goodness for digital art. Thank goodness I'm alive in a time when there's digital art. At least I can get stuff done. You've got a beastly PC, don't you? You could do digital stuff. It's quick and forgiving. You could totally do digital art if you wanted to. I think I even have I still have my old graphics tablet, which you suck at it. Yeah, but sucking at something is the first step at being sort of good at something. Um, the ever wise words of Jake the dog from Adventure Time. I'll bring you that thing on Saturday. That quote. I mean, I sucked at it when I started. The evidence is on DeviantArt. Everyone can see it. I drew very crappy things. How long have I been doing it now? Since like year... I think maybe I started in year 12, maybe? So I would have been 18? Let's do some maths. I was either 17... No, maybe it was before then. Maybe it was year 10. I think I would have been maybe about 16. So what does that make? 20 years? 21 years, give or take, that I've been doing digital art now. I should be a lot better than I am, but whatever. Whatever. Yeah, I remember my first graphics tablet, piece of Gosa that it was. Didn't have pressure sensitivity. I remember racking my brain trying to figure out how to make the pressure sensitivity work until I learned that it didn't have pressure sensitivity. That was a heartbreaking moment. But but yeah, that was a thing. So yeah, 20 odd years I've been mucking around with digital art. There you go. So I sucked at it too. But the thing is, like, if personally anyway, if I don't enjoy a thing, I'm never gonna get better at it because I'm never gonna do it. So if you don't like doing digital art, then yeah, you're not gonna do it, and I guess you're just not gonna improve because you don't do it. That's just the way. But it's so much quicker and more forgiving, and it makes no mess. And sort of, I know in a way, you can't sort of make mistakes as easily, so it's kind of easier. But my brain likes that it's more forgiving. And I also have real hang-ups on like wasting art materials. Like, what if I use that nice paint and then the painting doesn't turn out and then I've just wasted that paint. I have big hang-ups about that. Yeah, whereas with digital it really doesn't matter. Maybe I'll bring I mean, unless you're like thoroughly opposed to it, I can bring my old graphics tablet along with me on Saturday. See if we can get it working. And, you know, if you ever feel like you want to have a try of it, I mean, it's just sitting in a box here, in a box at my house anyway, completely unused. So if you feel like you want to have a go of it, I can leave it. I can leave it there for the time being. Set you up with FireAlpaca, which is completely free. I may even be able to sneak ArtRage onto your PC for you, maybe. Because once you've bought it, you get access to like your downloads. You can just, I don't know how to say, as long as you've got your like product key thingy, it seems as though you can just download it onto other PCs. You're not too keen. That's all good. That's fair. It's fair. It doesn't, I guess, yeah, it doesn't have the same feeling as using paint and pencils and stuff like that. So good, so good. It's not for everybody. I think if it's drawing, I like it. Doesn't matter what I'm using. But I'll bring my paints. And a canvas or two? I don't know. Do you have canvases? Should I bring extra? I'm guessing you probably already have plenty. But I won't check anyway. You're a spur for traditional art. Yeah, cool. Alright, well I'll just bring... I think I've got some that I've already like gessoed and stuff, so I'll just bring one along for myself and try to come up with an idea. I've been wanting to paint a wattle for a while. Like a wattle tree with the nice yellow flowers and the like up against a nice coloured sky. I feel like that would be really nice. That's something that I've had in my mind for a while, so maybe I'll finally attempt to do that. Oh, it's because I'm on the... let's see what it looks like with the paper thingy. Wattle, yeah. I feel like it'd be really pretty if I can get it right. Because they're so cute. Such cute flowers. If I could get a nice contrast, like blue sky up against those nice yellowy, orangey flowers. I feel like it could be pretty good. Could turn out nice. Do 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 do. Let's just go 20. Bum bum bum. It's kind of... I'm kind of chilly. I think it's warm outside, but damn, it's cold in this house. Did you eat her breakfast? No, still didn't eat. Damn. She keeps eating like disgusting crap out in the backyard. Probably cat poo from all the damn cats that people let wander around. And then she makes herself really sick. And then she doesn't want to eat. So she skipped her dinner last night. She's not having her breakfast either. So I'm probably going to have to throw that out and wait till tonight. And if she doesn't eat tonight, then I don't know, I might need to talk to Lizzie about that. She can't skip that many meals. Silly dog. I can't leave her unattended for even 2 seconds. She's so cheeky. Oh, I'm making things up. Making things up. Making things up. I can't let go of the idea of doing a webcomic, even though I don't actually have sort of much of a story. I got a rough idea of what I could do. Maybe I could just do a short story. Like, you know, just a dozen pages or something. That could be achievable. I don't know why I really didn't consider that as an idea before, but if I did something short, I could just get it done and, yeah, do more later or not. That could work. I can only handle things in bite-sized chunks. It's really annoying. My attention span is the only thing that I can sit down and do for a long time is drawing. I don't know why that is. Um, that's the problem I had with the course that I tried to do recently. I just hit my limit with being able to sit and do write-ups on the computer, like do research and do write-ups. There was a way more than I had anticipated. I thought it would be really hands-on and just small little, like one-page write-ups, for each class, but it was actually unbelievable how much there was, how much theory and written work there was for a certificate 3. Anyway, I hit my limit, started to kind of fall apart, and I was like, well, I have to stop. So I might try to finish the second half at a later time. Probably on a part-time basis, if at all. Because all that theory was just not happening. Especially the stuff I wasn't that interested in. Like anything to do with spraying weeds and stuff. I'm not interested in that. I don't want to learn about that. Kind of have to, especially if you want to work in the industry. Like my friend Bashir, he got a job, and sort of like, I'm going to say half the work that they do is spraying, because they're managing large areas. They're trying to like revegetate with native species, so the only way to manage such enormous areas with so many different types of invasives coming in is to spray it. So yeah, they basically alternate between planting and spraying. So yeah, I know it's a reality. I know it has to be done. Well, kind of has to be done, but I don't want to do it. I don't want to be the one doing it, so I could only push myself through so much of the stuff that I didn't want to do. And then I hit a wall. I'm maxed out. It's not the color I want at all. Whoop. Let's try this. It's a bit better. Dum, dum, dum. Dum, dum, dum. I should do a digital painting of a waddle as well. Like in ArtRage. I'm not sure if it would be beneficial to do a digital version before I try to do a traditional painted version. I'm not sure. Couldn't hurt though. No. Try and keep an rough eye on the time. Because I should probably wrap up at about 12. Have something to eat. You gotta go? So good? Thank you, thank you. Thanks for coming and saying hi. I appreciate it so much. Love you also. And I'll see you Saturday evening. Take care of yourself. Try not to puke too much. Say hi to Tetsuo, even though he probably doesn't want me to say hi. Okay, bye. Bye, bye, bye. My friends are the best. Come in and say hi to me. So nice. Oh, good. I'll catch you pretty soon. I do want to get some of that greenery in as well. And of course the figures. What happened here? Boop boop. And the figures of the people or the characters swimming. I'm just gonna do. I gotta do a blotch of this somewhere so I don't have to change the thingy again. I was gonna do another one of just like me and Gigi. There we go. Shadow. Yes. Color. That'll do. I can just get rid of it. Itai, my back. Okay, let's attempt to just do. I don't know if it makes sense to do it or not, but I'm gonna just give it a try. Like just a bit around the outer shadows around the edge. Certain areas. I don't know if it's kind of works at the top and the bottom a little bit. Especially down here it works. Maybe more so down the bottom. I'll leave it down the bottom, get rid of this. Whoop, whoop. Hopefully I haven't made this like too complicated. And yet there's more to go in terms of making it more complicated. Where's that photo? Yeah, because there's like sky reflections and stuff. Eesh. That's okay, we can do it. I have faith. Where does it appear? It's more like at the edge of the shadow, so it's kind of like over here. We'll figure out how we're going to make this work. This needs to be much brighter. Okay, maybe not that bright. More saturated. 100%. And, that kind of color. And then let's try it on like soft light. Biff. Hard light. Yeah, that's probably more what I was imagining. Maybe. Or on normal, but then lowering the opacity. I kind of like it on hard light. If I put it hard light and then I muck around with the settings a little bit more. Oh, it's pretty. Blue. Kind of like it like that. Okay. Let's see what color we ended up with. It looks like it looks like what we started with before I changed it. Okay. That's fine. Okay. That's something. What happens in the shadows? They really just get really dark. Okay, well maybe I do another layer on top of this. Another shadow layer. Hup. Double it up. Oof, it's so strong. Although maybe it's sort of like from where the water gets deeper. Maybe, let me try this. If I duplicate this layer and then I essentially erase erase it from the left side, or the right side. I know the difference between left and right. Erase it from this side completely, and then I get my like soft edge eraser. No, I don't want my soft edge eraser. I want my normal eraser because I don't want to use gradients kind of thing. Or do I? This is gonna maybe give us an idea of whether I do or not. And I don't. Let's just see if this works. So far, it's looking kind of jank. So I'm thinking like maybe it's not gonna work. And my brain's having a hard time separating this. No, it doesn't work. Okay, that's cool. Let's go with what I was sort of originally thinking might work. Let's try. So like here, and here, and then like let me back in a bit and then up to here. And now we have to deal with this grass thing again. That's alright, let's just do what we did last time. I don't know how much to expand by. Sure. Maybe a bit more. One more. Yes, okay. So that gives us some deeper shadow over here. And then like maybe like one more again. Also this, what's this one at 80? This one can go to 80 as well. And then one more of the same, like right down in the crevices kind of. Might work. We're gonna find out. And maybe a little bit like here and like onto the water here. I don't know. Let's have a look at what it looks like. I feel like that one doesn't work as well. Let's drop it down to 80. Yeah, I feel like that one's just like a bit too much mess, kind of. This I can get away with, I think. This kind of works. Maybe at 70 even. I feel like I need to do a bright, like some highlights over here maybe as well. Let me see that photo again. And then we've got like a really bright section, so I think over here, I'll do a really bright section. Let's just like, the color is, what is the color? That, apparently. Doesn't look very bright. Doesn't look bright at all. I'm gonna say it's more like this. Let's try that. Okay. There we go. Let's put these like all the way up, and this one all the way up as well. Heh. Should be above the outlines now, but not above. Which one? This one. Can I put them above that? Maybe I can. Yeah, I can. Okay, let's try soft light or hard light or overlay. Overlay's kind of good. What's hard light look like again? Like that. Still kind of like hard light. Let's get some more. I'm not going to leave it this ridiculously bright. I will fix that. But for now, let's try to get the main shapes in, and then like maybe one more here. Okay, that'll do, I think. I'm tempted to have it run as kind of like a, almost as a bit of a, oops, diagonal. And then maybe change the shape of this one a little bit. Should be a bit more like that. Okay, that did that. Whoa, what did I do? Whoa, whoa. Well now, uh-oh. I pressed, uh-oh, guys, I'm lost. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. I'm gonna have to look this up. I mashed a button, control Windows left. Control Windows right. Okay, let's try control Windows. Oh, okay. Phew. I absolutely didn't touch an arrow key, by the way, when I mispressed something just then. But that happened. I didn't even know I could do that. Obviously. Alright, let's get rid of this. Mm-hmm. A little bit more off of here. There we go. Let's try. Let's just adjust these a little bit. So it's too bright currently. And I think I like it more saturated. And I like it more blue. It's looking very similar to this one now though. That's let's see what this all looks like put together. I mean, let me have a look at this again. It really just appears at the edges of the shadow, so having it here kind of doesn't make sense and doesn't work as well. Alright, so what there is kind of like light. I guess you would say it would be done on soft light perhaps. Strokes on the water. So if I do a bunch, let's see what, like if I put it onto hard light, will that? See, I've kind of got the shadowy bits, but I kind of don't have the highlights yet. So if I kind of go around in the areas that I've got the shadows, the darker lines anyway. It's like the shade of the water movement. And I put highlights near them. I'm hoping that will give a bit more depth. Where's that layer? I'm thinking maybe I don't need that layer at the moment, but I'll see. See how it turns out. Probably around the edges, but I'll probably do that smaller. What? Come on now, go in the direction I want you to go. Okay. Well, I don't don't think I like the edge ones. I tried it and I didn't like it. Let's just keep going with these ones for now. I wonder if I'm going to have a hard time getting the characters in since I didn't put them in right from the start. Tiny bit nervous about that. But we'll figure it out. It'll be alright. Ah, this pen. I like the little bit of texture it's got going on, but Lord Almighty, can it be so janky at times? I wonder if I try this with this one. I've kind of, or yeah, this one. Let's have a shot because it's still textured. I feel like the color's looking a bit different. It's still textured, but it's got a pressure sensitivity, and it doesn't. It's more predictable and easy to control than that other brush. And I really like that other one for outlines. But if you're doing short, sharp strokes, kind of like what I'm doing right now, it doesn't work very well. Something about it, you get all these like weird jutty bits coming out. It just sort of malfunctions for some reason. So yeah, this brush might be a better option. It's already feeling easier to get stuff done. Okay. Well, this is just a very much a process of going around and adding in highlight areas over shadows. It's it's therapeutic, I guess. It's easy, it's simple and monotonous. Um, I think that kind of thing can be good for your brain, as long as you enjoy it, what you're doing, I suppose. As long as I'm drawing, I'm happy most of the time. I'm really pleased that my mood is so much better today. It's not as though I feel as though I have necessarily any reason to feel proud of myself, but I'm pleased at the very least. I'm I'm pleased that my brain is behaving better today. Kind of feeling some parallels as I'm doing this between doing this water texture, lots and lots of lines, little dashes, and doing. I really like to do galaxy, like nighttime skies with like heaps of stars. So it has kind of a similar feel to it doing this process, and I really like both. So I guess there's something to it. And not I actually, if I think about it, I kind of do know where this image came from, most likely. It's just something that sort of like came into my head. I've not necessarily been to a place that looks like this or anything. It's not coming from any experience I had necessarily or anything. But the trail my partner is doing at the moment. I mentioned it earlier. It's called the Jatbulla Trail, like Jat, and then Bulla Bulla trail in the Northern Territory. And anyway, I looked it up to see what it looked like. Um, Lots of pretty places, waterfalls, like swimming holes. Um, from what I could find, from the images I could find, and there's a good amount, but there's not like endless photos that you can look at. But there's a good amount. It looked really pretty. Sort of reminded me a bit of where we were when we were up in Queensland in Mossman. That was a very, 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 very pretty place. Lots of beautiful beaches and rivers, tidal rivers, good places to swim, etc., etc. So it reminded me a bit of that. Um, so I think between that and that other image I was sort of referencing or looking at, uh, yeah, this one, between the trail that Candace is doing and that image, which I'd looked at, I don't know, a few days ago, I think they kind of combined together and gave me this image in my mind. So here we are, right now, attempting to make the thing that I see in my mind. And it's as fun as it is challenging, I guess. I'm just gonna have to get those characters in. I feel like the time for that is well and truly come, because I've got to work them into this scenario that I've already made. I've got to make them fit in now. Also, I think I should save. I should do a save. Because, I don't think I have yet at all. Bit risky. I do it every time. I work for like an hour or two or three. Sometimes I just do the whole thing and I haven't saved at all. I mean, what if the power drops out? Actually, I think FireAlpaca is really good for recovering previous images that you didn't necessarily save. I've had it do that a bunch of times, so it's not like it used to be when you had no assurance against that kind of thing. If the power went out or the software bugged out and closed on you, you'll just lose all your work. I've had that happen to me so many times in the past, but I feel like it's almost not a thing anymore, which is kind of interesting to realize all of a sudden. It's just not really a thing anymore. I don't think I've lost work in years now. I guess that speaks to the stability of the software, like the quality of the software, both in that it doesn't just bug out and just die all of a sudden for no reason, and it also sort of like backs up for you automatically. Like it'll be like, oh, you closed without saving. Do you want us to recover that? Don't worry, we got it. Yeah, I don't remember the last time I lost work. There's so much like filling in stars. It's like looking for the right places to put more, but making sure you leave areas that you don't put anything. Like it's possible I've already kind of gone over the top with this, like maybe the size I've done them are too small as well. I might need to get some bigger ones in. Let's see if that, okay, maybe that's too much. Let's like a zoom out and see what it looks like. I think I like need to just lower the intensity of this layer. Maybe 80 is about right. And then maybe I need to get, I'll back this up, make a duplicate, get my soft eraser, or I'll protect it and then I'll get, so the color that I'm on, and then a second color. Yes. Ooh, how do I do this? Nope, not that. I think I lost the color I was on as well. Dang it. This color. And how do I change the second? Oh, I think I need to do this. Yeah, that's what I need to do. Something like this. I'm not sure. Let's just give it a try. Whoop. It did something. I think I like what it did. Da 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 da. I am kind of feeling like there should be something here. Like, yeah, not as intense as these. Maybe the shape just needs to change a little bit or something, or it needs to come out from the edge. Just put this to normal and I'll grab the color, turn that off, and I'll try to make a shape that's like a bit, that fits a bit better. It's also like 5 minutes to 12 right now. So I have to think about feeding myself. Animation. It's actually animation. Animation. Something like this. I don't know. I just feel like it needs to be there. Come on, be more wobbly, please. Hup. I hope Nick's gonna make it round soon. I feel like I haven't seen him in ages. Okay, that feels a bit better, I think. I still have to do something about the grass at the top. Whatever it's gonna be simple. Ah, the headset's starting to hurt my ears a little bit. I don't know, this is like, it's kind of a bit abstract. Also, I feel like I need to do shadows on that side in the water. Do I? Ooh. I've given myself done a perplex. These come down a bit more, like 60. Yeah? I don't know, I'm really winging this. Very, 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 very much winging this. Okay, let's go darker color first. And let's try using, well, what happens if we use this? I mean, maybe... Let's just try adding in a bunch of random whatevers to suggest the grass. Oh, and I need to do the random greenery growing on the sides of the thingies too. I think I'll just do that on its own layer. I haven't used a huge amount of layers yet. I know it kind of looks like it, but I've really just got a couple for highlights, a couple for shadows, and then all the color is pretty much on one, and the outlines are pretty much all on one. Like I have not broken the piece up very much at all, and I think it might be, somehow it feels like it might be a good idea to do the plants on the edges like on its own layer in case, I don't know, I don't like it or something goes kind of wrong. At least, very least, so that I can lock the layers up and have a bit more freedom drawing on them. Okay, I mean, I think I like it with like not too much going on, like kind of like this, and then like maybe some highlights or some lighter areas as well. Like that much maybe. I'll put this for. I don't know which way I want to go with this. I wonder if I should suggest some shadow up here as well. I mean, when did I do that one? Ah, how long ago did I do that line? Oh, it was the first one, wasn't it? Yes, it was the first one. Damn it. Oh well. That's okay. Um, yeah, I was sort of thinking of maybe doing a shape up here. Um, or maybe I just need to brighten this area up. Because currently it's sort of feeling a little bit not bright enough. Let's see. Maybe it wasn't feeling warm enough. Let's try that. Ah, there's still something that feels like darker over this side. I just don't know what it is. There's nothing there. Is there? No. It's just some sort of weird illusion. Which maybe is not even affecting anyone else. Maybe it's the edge, maybe it's the lines. Let me try making those bright. This one? Yeah, this one. Okay, so let's take. Whoa, now that's my alarm. Let's try with this color and see what happens. I think this is better. Just gotta not cross over. Onto these bits because all the outlines are on the same dang layer. I did this to myself. I feel like that's maybe cutting, you know, cutting across a bit better. Perhaps. Yes. Guess what I can try is, where is this? Yeah. Let's try moving it up to there. Turning these back on. I think I prefer it darker. Oops. Yes. Yeah, still a bit of a process of trial and error figuring this out, obviously. Now where are those? Oh, I wish I hadn't done those all on the same. That's okay. Yeah, this is the section that's going to be a problem. So what I think I'll do is grab all the shadows that fall in the water, specifically. I'll cut them out and paste them on their own layer. Change it to multiply. Just put it underneath everything else because I feel like they're a bit too dark. They want to be more around like 60 along with the highlights. I think that feels a bit better. I kind of regret changing the foreground, the outline color on the foreground now. Or do I? It's really, really difficult. So I'm not, I'm not referencing anything. I'm trying to just figure this out bit by bit from scratch. I'm referencing the colors because I had a particular color scheme in mind and a particular setting and a particular color scheme. So I wanted to at least get the colors from something, get them right. But other than that, for the final outcome of how I want it to look, it's just pretty much just made up. Ooh, I had to sneeze. So yeah, so that's where we're at. I'm gonna have to stop for lunch now. Probably my art buddy is probably not too much further away, so I really got to eat and like shower. I was also gonna try to. Oh, it's chilly. I was also gonna try to squish in some exercise, but I don't know if I'll get that done before they get here. Maybe. Since I don't know when they're arriving, it could be doable. Nothing serious. Maybe like a light jog, a bit of yoga. Lord knows I have to do something for my back. It's 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 pretty bad. Like my mobility is kind of gone to heck because my lower back is so sore. And I feel like everybody always talks about how yoga helps so much with mobility and back problems. So maybe I can squish in a session. Let's see how this is looking. I feel like I'm making a mess. I think I need some like bolder one. No, I don't know what I need on this. Maybe I need some variation on the color layer. Where is my this one? Just some like patches of different color maybe. I'm trying to work with similar shapes and patterns all throughout the thing, so even these shapes like sort of similar to what I did in the water. Okay, what I'm gonna do Ah, it's really annoying. I know I should have just done it on a separate layer to begin with. I knew, but I didn't do it. Yeah, so using lots of similar shapes and strokes to kind of keep things feeling uniform-ish, so they all fit together and work together. Man, I really liked what I had before, but freaking. When you're in doubt, just do things on a different layer. That's just what you gotta do. Doop, doop, doop. Okay. Hmm. Oops. Whoops. So many whoopses. I just want them to be kind of like, yeah, slightly different colored. So that, I guess, works. Should I commit that? Yes, I'm too afraid to commit it at the moment. So yeah, I just want some slightly different patches of things going on up here. I kind of like these random squiggles though. Let's do them above this. I kind of like it. Much more abstract than I would usually do, but I feel like it works. Okay, and then I kind of also want to suggest some little flowers up here. I don't know the best way to do this. I think just little star shapes like this will probably do the trick, hopefully. Oh, that one didn't turn out, did it? Something like this. We're improvising what's happening here. Very, very, very much improvising. It's fun though. It's really fun just being able to make stuff up. Like, I want flowers. Boom. Flowers. I want to see a beautiful blue swimming hole. Boom. Beautiful blue swimming hole. You just make it. You just make it happen. It's nice. It's fun. I think I prefer to imagine, like daydream and imagine stuff a whole lot. And so being able to make what I see in my mind, that's like my favorite thing. That's why art is so good. You're essentially manifesting your imagination. I think these are pretty good suggestions of flowers as well. I don't think I need to do anything more like complicated than this. I think if I did, it would probably just be a bit distracting. But I wanted to have a couple like peeking over the edge. So they need to be above everything. There we go. It's probably pretty good. I feel like that's kind of the right amount. You know, gotta balance these things so that they're random enough so that they seem natural, like naturally randomized, kinda. It's hard to describe. It's the same as when you're doing ripples on water or stars in a night sky. You've got to create enough randomness and like get the composition looking okay as well. Hopefully, you know, in theory. One other thing I wanted to, oops, cancel that and undo that. That was a mispress. Active layer. Yeah. I want to just see about putting a gradient on this real quick and see if I like it. I think I probably won't if it's too obvious, but let's just, so this, but essentially slightly darker and slightly redder, and let's go like this. Yeah, that's more or less what I was. Let's see, is that subtle enough? Without it, with it, without it, with it. I think I like it. I think it's subtle enough that it kind of works. So another thing I'm wanting to try as well, which would be what? It would be yellow, orange, a very bright yellow orange, something like this. And also a gradient. That's the wrong way. So maybe reaching to about here, from over here, yeah. And then like soft light maybe, or like hard light looks nice. What does dodge look like? Yeah, too much. Hard light's really the one for this picture for some reason. Yeah, I just wanted like a bit of like glare on this side for some reason. Let's see about like, oops. Can I do this so that it moves from this side? To my knowledge, there's fix center, fix, no, flip, no. Fix diagonal? What does that do? Oh yeah, look, that did it. Hey, hey. Didn't know about that till just now. Let's do another one, or I can just turn this up. And I'm sort of wondering if I want to have that at coming from a bit of a diagonal or not. I think it's okay. 50%, 40%, 40%. Well, okay. Let's say for now. I better have my lunch. I'm calling it Deep Blue Swim Hole. Hole. There we go. Oof. Yeah, my fingers. Save, 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 save. Okay, well, this is where I got up to for today. It's coming along. I feel okay about it so far. I don't know what else to say right now. I feel okay about it right now, and um it still needs a fair bit of work and a fair bit of tweaking and whatever else. I've obviously got to get the figures down in here swimming. They're going to be pretty smallish. Yeah, but that'll do for now. I gotta have my lunch, have a shower, blah 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 blah. So I'll come back to this. If not later today, then I'll pick up on this again tomorrow for tomorrow's stream. But I'm sorry I can't give times or promises or commitments to when I'm going to do it because it depends how my day unfolds, and how much my back hurts and things like that. So yeah, but I definitely have to leave it for now. So thanks so much everybody for watching. Thanks Erin for jumping in the chat and saying hi. I appreciate that so much. It was so good to hear from you, and now I have a thing to do on Saturday, so good. Great stream as always. Even if it's fairly quiet, it's always, I don't know, it always just works out so well. It's always so good, so positive. So I guess I'll leave it at that. Thanks again everybody, and I'll see you, if not later today, to come back to this one, then tomorrow for sure. So I'll talk to you all then. Okay.